Hey guys, I'm Charles from Halt's Boots, and today we are looking at the 25-year anniversary edition of the Vapor 15 Elite. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this box and then unbox it. I mean, you can kind of see there like the camera and everything like that. It's a very holographic box. It's a design that Nike's never done before. It's not quite like a hexagon, but it's not a cube. It's just kind of a mix of shapes, and it's definitely interesting that they went with this design because it just doesn't seem that it's really anything in particular, but it's kind of just what they did. So we're gonna go ahead and open these up. And so right away it has like a plastic covering here, and you just lift it off and then check these out. So Nike definitely did a good job with this boot. You know, just the whole thing is that silver color inlaid with some gold, as well as kind of just that like holographic silver that just reflects all different kinds of light all across the boot. There's no printing on the sole plate here. It does have the Air Zoom logo here still on the sole plate, if you can see, but there's no Air Zoom, any sort of logos on that whatsoever. I was able to grab my size 9 US. It was quite a hassle that I'll probably tell towards the end of this video, but I am glad I got a pair. I was skeptical at first, but overall, these are just some pretty sick boots. I did a video a few weeks back kind of just complaining about Nike's limited edition boots, and these were well developed before I said anything about it, but they have gone back with numbering their boots again, if it'll focus. See, I got pair 907 out of 2,500 pairs made, so kind of cool there. I didn't go and get the Superfly version just because I didn't feel like I needed two of these pairs for $300. You know, for a boot I'm not gonna wear, however rare it is. To me, I just don't need two pairs. That's $600 that I just could care less to spend right now. So yeah, I just went with the Vapor. So like I was saying, there is 2,500 of these pairs out there. I believe they did 2,500 of the Vapors and then 2,500 of the Superflies, which the Superfly is just gonna be the same thing, just with the socks. So nothing too crazy or different there. And that's why, like I said, I just felt like I only needed one pair because it's the same thing. I didn't need both, and I'm more of a Vapor guy than a Superfly guy. If we take a look at the rest of the box here, it does have this like Mercurial Vapor like paper thing that just separated the boot from this bag here. So I believe this is just a bag for one pair. I guess you could put two in there if you squeeze them in there. But what's actually super interesting is that it has the same thing over here as well, in the same kind of style bag with the logo. So I don't know why they gave two bags instead of making one. I mean the inside's kind of all just like suede in here, but you know, you could probably fit two. Like if I put this one in here and then put the other one in here, it's just like a tight squeeze, but I mean, they fit in fine, and that's just the one bag. So I don't know, maybe they used to do it with older Vapors. I'm not really sure. Could be an homage to that if that's the case, but nothing I've seen before. So in terms of like limited edition or remakes that Nike's made, this is one of the cooler ones I've seen in a while, mostly because of the box. Like, yes, it is a cool silver color, but we've seen this before, silver boots with the gold, nothing really crazy. In that case, it is a good looking boot, but we could have seen something cooler like the chromed Vapor 9s, I believe in 2012, 2013, or 2014, and I'll put a picture up here of what they look like. But we could have had something cooler like that. I've seen a few people customize either a pair of Hypervenoms or a pair of Vapor 15s where they just kind of paint it over and then do like that yellow and blue Brazil like R9 design. And you know, like again, this is still a cool boot, but I would have liked to see something almost like that instead. I think the hype for these would have been 10 times crazier. Who's wearing these boots? I think we'll see a few pros wear them, but not issued them by Nike. I know a couple of resellers in England have already copped a few pairs and given them to a few players, well, or sold them to a few players in England and maybe other countries, but that's all I know of at this point. I did see that Mbappe's been wearing the wolf gray / pink Superfly 4 colorway that's on the now Superfly 9. I think that's gonna be more of a general release to the public and not something that's limited edition. Personally, I don't think they look good at all. I wouldn't want to wear them. There's also the, I think, Vapor color, and I think Kiesa or Vlahovic was wearing them in training for Juve the other day. I could be wrong, but I believe I saw that either yesterday or today on Instagram. So yeah. So for those of you who are lucky enough to cop a pair, it was pretty hard from what I've heard from everybody else. Nike's website was an absolute disaster. I caught the restock on them, which I don't know if technically it was even a restock, but full sizes were back on for the Superfly and the Vapor, and within, I wanna say 10 seconds, they were completely gone. I picked my size, ordered it, was checking out, and it said this item's not available, so that kind of stunk. Went back, picked up another size, still didn't get it, tried again, everything was just glitched out in the system at that point. So that was really hard. The website I got these from, I actually ordered a pair of the Vapors and the Superflies in an 8 because they dropped 15 minutes early. Before that, I was talking to someone on the phone because I couldn't actually order the product even though it was listed, and they eventually emailed me back and said, hey, it's because they're not dropped yet. Yada, yada, yada. Long story short, I ended up ordering those in the 8 because I didn't hear back, didn't get my size. They ended up contacting me saying I wasn't allowed to have 2 pairs regardless if it was the Superfly and the Vapor, and somehow I ended up with a size 9 in the Vapor. So can't really complain there. Definitely was annoying. I think I spent 3 hours or 4 hours on Monday when these dropped just trying to get a pair on any website. So definitely hard. For those of you who got several pairs and are gonna resell them, I mean, hats off to you. Not what I'm gonna do with my pair, I'm just gonna keep them, but yeah, it's just kind of how things went. So something else I actually noticed while doing this part of the review and not in the unboxing is the insole actually has a ton of the just Mercurial logos and just lettering and fonts and stuff of all the previous Mercurials and Vapors and Superflies over the last 25 years that this boot has been around. So I just thought that was kind of like a just little like neat, like cool touch that they did there. Kind of similar to what they did with the Superfly 4, I want to say. Maybe it was the 5 where they just had tons of different Superflies, like colors and stuff put on there. So just on the insole though. So like I was saying in the unboxing, it is a really cool boot. I do wish they would have done some more stuff, maybe made it more chrome, given it that like R9 flare like they did with the previous remakes. However, you know, I can't really complain too much. I'm not the one designing these. It's still pretty decent. I was able to be lucky enough to get a pair. Can't complain on that front either. That's about it for this video. We're not gonna be doing an in-depth review. I will do a Vapor 15 review at some point in the next couple of weeks. It's on the list. However, I just wanted to give everybody a close-up view of these, just kind of check out the cool little details that maybe you couldn't see on the websites or Instagram or wherever. So let me know what you guys think. Is this a boot you wanted? Were you able to pick one up? It was pretty hard to do so. Whatever your thoughts may be, please let me know down below in the comments. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and thank you guys for watching.